Ha ha ha! I'm getting more used to this. So, hello everyone, and welcome to Lana Kirtley and Empowering Health Journeys. And we've got another live stream happening with another special guest who's going to be a speaker at the upcoming 24-hour Shift Summit, which is Wellness Tools for the Wired and Tired. And I am honored and really looking forward to having a longer conversation with Scott, but we'll start with an introductory conversation. So welcome, Scott.
Thanks so much. I'm grateful to be here, and thanks so much for this opportunity.
We're going to have a fun little 10-15 minute conversation here. Scott, just to clarify, you are in central Alberta, not far from Banff. Is that correct?
Thanks for checking. Actually, I live right in Banff, believe it or
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the beautiful mountains of the Rocky Mountain community of Banff and all its glory. What kind of weather are you getting there today?
Right now it's like -8, so it's about average for this time of year. And
Oh.
yeah, we could use some more snow though, believe it or not. We haven't had snow in a while, so the boarders and skiers are like, "Where's the snow?" And
Yeah,
even
where's the powder, man?
yeah, actually, even a good friend of mine, he's a wildlife photographer, and he likes to have fresh snow to see animal tracks. So yeah, so even me, I'd like to get some more snow. However, grateful that it's not -30. That's for sure.
Yeah, we had minus 18 here yesterday. We got a good dump of snow on Thursday or Friday. I don't know. I'm down in this little corner in my office in my world, and I can't remember. One day we had snow, so anyways, I had to shovel a bit, and we could do with more snow as well. Out of curiosity, and this might not be, but who's because I do photography for fun as well. Who's your wildlife photography friend?
Actually, he's one of my roommates here. So his name's Stacy Sartoretto.
I
Yeah.
recognize the name. That's cool. And yes, I can definitely understand why he's looking for the tracks and the nuances and yeah, enjoying that aspect of it. So Scott, let's get on to you and your zone of genius. Your business name is? How do you pronounce your business name?
Tiaho.
And what's it mean?
It's a Maori word which means to shine. So for those of you who are not aware, Maori are the indigenous people of New Zealand, and that word has a lot of special meanings for me. Um, I'll just briefly say in a nutshell, when I was first diagnosed with bipolar disorder, I was in New Zealand, and the name of the ward that I was in is called Tiaho Mai. And I took a business card when I was discharged and learned what it meant. And my father came from New Zealand, so I'm pretty fortunate. I'm a dual citizen of Canada and New Zealand.
Yes.
And thirdly, I've just always felt a real resonance with Indigenous people, especially as an adult. And I love the simplicity of it, even though it's a little bit hard to say. And yeah, I love the meaning behind it. It's shining from within. So that's what it means in Maori.
OMG. That is so cool. I love these little nuggets of pieces and dang, dude, that is neat. Okay, sorry, but I can't contain it. That is part of who you are, and I honor that, and I love that. So, okay, you brought it up, so I'm going to keep asking about it. You were diagnosed with bipolar.
That's correct. On January 1st of 2000. So that's how I brought in the new millennium.
Wow, you rock, dude. That's what
um,
makes you so cool. Keep going, please.
Thanks. So obviously it's a very long story. I'll just give you the short version. So I was in New Zealand visiting family, and for about a week leading up to New Year's, I was very energetic. I was barely sleeping. I had all kinds of strange thoughts. Some of those I was saying to other people, some of them I was keeping to myself. I felt like I had superpowers. I felt like my senses were heightened, and I was spending more money than normal. I was hypersexual, And those traits that I mentioned are very common in people who have what's called a manic episode.
Okay.
And I knew something was wrong. And I have to admit, though, I was really enjoying that. I mean, who does not desire to be confident, energetic,
Yeah.
and barely sleeping? I mean, that is like the pinnacle almost, right?
Almost. I'll
Um,
pull back on the barely sleeping, but the other parts, including the virility, like, yeah, like, sure, rock on. But obviously, you knew there was something more. Please keep
yeah,
going.
I knew there was things happening and I knew things were not right. And I was fortunate that when I was visiting family in New Zealand, that my mom and my brother were also there from Canada visiting. We arranged to meet there because I was living in Japan at the time.
Yes.
Um, so even as screwed up as I was, I could see the look on my mom and my brother's faces, along with other family, of concern.
Mm-hmm.
And New Year's Day, I decided that, you know what, I've got to get checked out. There's something happening mentally. And I was extremely fortunate that when I was a university student, I actually worked as a in a summer position at the largest psychiatric hospital in Manitoba. That's where I grew up.
Oh, the universe does.
So
Yeah,
so I had a
keep going.
little bit of experience and a little bit of knowledge around mental illness. I was no expert, of course, but that center is located in Selkirk, Manitoba, and there's
Yeah.
people who are acute, like fresh into that center, and there's people who are there until they die, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been exposed to a wide variety of mental illnesses when I worked there as a summer student, and so I knew something was wrong. So I got checked out, and I got admitted to Middlemore Hospital in Auckland on January 1st, 2000, and found out that I had bipolar disorder. So that's the short version, is that I'm now 20 years plus with that diagnosis, and I'm extremely fortunate and grateful that I'm 10 years plus medication free. And that's, again, another very long story. But I will say that I do see a very true place for medication. I feel when someone's first diagnosed, I feel it's an awesome bridge to slow the mind down, especially in my case, like my brain was literally not stopping. So I
Firing,
feel,
firing, firing, firing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just going nonstop.
Yeah.
So I feel I'm not someone that is anti-medication. However, in my experience, I feel that bipolar disorder can be managed without medication, and there's many people who disagree with me on that. And I will say that I'm living proof. I mean, I'm not like this all the time with my mental stability. I
No.
still have ups and downs, I admit. And,
And
with the
quick
pandemic.
question, Scott. How many of us don't have ups and downs? I'd
Oh,
be concerned
exactly.
if I didn't have an up and down.
Oh, for sure, especially during this pandemic
Oh
time.
my.
Like, we're
Yep.
coming up 10 months now living in this pandemic. And so, um, over the period of the first 10 years of my
Yeah.
diagnosis, I was on my meds all the time.
Yeah.
I had all kinds of side effects, and I learned to live with those, and I learned to just kind of put those side effects to the side and to think, okay, I'm not in the hospital, I'm not in a psych ward, I'm living a normal life. And then it got to the
Yeah.
point where I started doing research around the side effects and the medication I was on, the main one I was on for 7 years. And I learned that, wow, I can get kidney damage, I can get kidney failure. And then the second medication I was on, I never got a headache. And I thought, well, that's kind of nice. But what is that doing inside my brain to
Yeah.
never, ever get a headache? Actually,
Yeah.
a lot of people in southern Alberta take that medication for Chinook headaches. So, anyways, over the last 10 plus years, I've had all kinds of sessions with professional, traditional people, with non traditional people. I've taken lots of courses.
Mhm.
Fortunately, I'm very, I would like to say, radically open minded. and I've learned how to be mentally stable without medication, and that's with my doctor's support, and that's also with the support of the last psychiatrist I saw, which was over 7 years ago. So yeah.
That's cool. That's the journeys that I freaking love to share, and that's what Empowering Health Journeys is all about. So, thank you for your transparency. Thank you for your tenacity, and thank you to the universe for me meeting you, because that's an inspiring story, and that's stuff I love. So thank you.
Well,
So
my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm just grateful to be here.
so now I've lost the word. Say your business name again.
Tiaho?
Tiaho. Tiaho. Aho. Okay, I'll get it. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, that's quite all
Okay.
right. Thanks for checking.
So
It's a very unique name, that's for sure.
I love the origins, and I love the energy and what it means to you, and so I honor that. Um, Tell me a little bit about when we talk regarding the summit, which is coming up, 24-hour shift summit, wellness tools for the wired and tired, where um, the variety of speakers that I have chosen and that the universe has chosen to come to me, which is why I'm so honored. We're looking at life from a point of stress and how that affects us and or how we manage it. So give me just a whiff of an appetizer of your strategies or your what you'll be talking about, and what your gift or what your offer from stage is regarding what's going to happen.
Certainly. Thanks for that. So, along with many of you watching, I mean, I'm someone that has a lot of formal education. I have 2 university degrees. I have a postgraduate IT diploma. I have spent in the neighborhood of 6 figures in terms of self-development, personal development, business development. So, again, for those of you watching, you can maybe resonate. I've taken tons of courses, have tons of certifications in a wide variety of areas. And out of all the tools that I've learned for my mental stability, that's quick and easy and also very powerful, Universal Sphere is one of my top 2 tools.
Mhm.
And in my longer talk with Lana, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what it is, more importantly, giving you an experience of feeling what it is. And the offer that I'll be gifting everyone are 2 audios, and they're short, and they're both essentially an experience of Universal Sphere that's under 10 minutes. So one of them is strictly me talking, and the other one has music for those of you who prefer music in the background. So that's the offer that I will be doing. And of course, for those of you who that resonates with, there'll be links to find out more about Universal Sphere, potentially explore it further with me on a one-on-one basis, and or learn how to do it yourself so you can help yourself, your loved ones, your pets, situations, etc.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So with that, then we'll start to maybe stitch a couple of stitches and put a knot on it for now and for this live stream. But for anyone listening, anyone checking this out later on, then please note that in the comments, there will be a link to go register for a securing your seat for the summit that's coming up February 6th. And I recommend that you check out the variety of speakers. Definitely honored to have Scott. I'm looking forward to our further conversation and the experience. So with that, then, Scott, thank you. Is there any last words before we sayonara?
Yeah, thanks, Lana. I would say the only other thing I would say to end this is for those of you who really resonate with what I'm saying, and if you're getting chills, etc., for me, that's always a sign that I'm in the right place. So if you feel that by listening to this short talk, that you're in the right place, I really encourage you to check out my longer talk on February 6th.
Thank you very much. Bye, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Check out the comments for links.
Thank you.